Is it possible to do freelancing while doing a full-time job? This is a very common question which I receive via email, LinkedIn messages, and YouTube comments. And day before yesterday, I did a YouTube live, and this was the question again: that hi Mukesh, I'm working as a QA. Is it possible to work as a freelancer along with my job? Is it good? So I want to give my certain inputs. I want to share certain experiences which I had with freelancing, because this YouTube channel which I have, it started as a freelancing. So I started my freelancing journey in 2013. So I was working full time as a QA in Dell, and I was also teaching software testing. So there's one institute in Bangalore BTM. So I started teaching as a part-time hobby or freelancing, as you can say. But slowly I moved into a full-time teaching after 10 years. But it all started with freelancing. Now there's certain myths about freelancing, because you might have seen a lot of news articles that due to moonlighting, certain employees has been fired. So freelancing is not only related to your job. Freelancing can be anything, right? Let's say you're very good with editing. You're very good with music. You're very good not only in teaching, certain skills you have, and now you want to use that skills or your hobbies for some part-time income or some additional income after your working hours. Let me mention after your working hours. See what happens, let's say you have a 9 to 6 job. Before 9 or after 6, what you do is not matters, okay? So let's say if you are done with your work, now if you're not using company resources, you're not using company's, I will say data, anything which is related to that company, if you're not using, you're safe. Now, let's say I'm very good with, let's say communication. I want to give certain classes on communication, or maybe I'm very good with the video editing. I want to do some freelancing based on video editing, and it is not conflicting with my job. It's perfectly fine. So it's good if you have certain time, and if you want to use that time for some extra income, please do that. And freelancing is not always for money. Maybe you want to explore the new areas, you want to give a shot for a new skills, or maybe you have learned something new, now you want to implement for real time, so you started freelancing. So it's not that you will always getting money from freelancing, but if you get, it's always good. Now in case if you want to start your freelancing journey, so first identify your skill set, and based on that you can start offering your services. The multiple websites you can find. So this one is, let's say, freelancer.com. In this particular website you will find so many jobs, and they're looking for freelancers, hourly basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, short term, long term. And you can start looking for a job where you can contribute. So you can see, you can find a job by skills, by any language. These are the featured jobs. Let's say you're very good with graphic design, so you will find a lot of freelancing job related to graphic design. Let's say you're very good with programming, you're very good with WordPress, you will find a lot of freelancing jobs here. This is for mobile web development, software development, data entry, SEO jobs, writing jobs. Let's say you have a good understanding about content writing. Definitely you'll find a lot of freelancing jobs on this. Similar website is Fiverr. Again, very popular website design, WordPress, logo design, all services. I guess this is AI services. Many times I have used Fiverr for small tasks. Let's say I'm not very good at something. Instead of spending hours to learn that particular skill, I can hire a freelancer for $5, $10, $15, depends on the length of the project. And this will be done in a more efficient manner. Let's say if you want to start your online teaching journey, maybe you can start giving offline training, online trainings. You can find a lot of things on Urban Pro. There are tons on website. These are just examples I'm giving, which is very popular. But you can find multiple websites for multiple type of freelancing job that you want to perform. So if that freelancing job, it's not related to your current profile or job you are doing, no issue. But in case if that is related, then you have to be very careful. Maybe you can have an honest conversation with your manager that, hey, this is what I am doing after my office hours. Is it okay? Is it allowed? Do I get any complications if I go with this? It's always good to have an honest conversation with your manager, so that you will not fall into this legal issues or employment issue at a later stage. I have many friends who are actually teaching guitar on weekends. They're actually teaching piano on weekends. I have a couple of friends who are attending actually these classes. So there are always a demand and a supply. So if you are able to supply these demands through your skill set, and if you're able to get some extra money, I don't think it's a bad thing. But make sure your health should not get affected, because sometimes it's addictive. Now when I say addictive, because you're getting one fixed salary plus now you're getting some additional salary, and sometimes this salary might cross the salary, so you might give 10 hours here, 5 hours here, 10 hours here. So make sure it should be in a balance. It should not impact your professional life. Make sure it should not affect your personal life, because getting more money can be addictive sometimes. So take a call if you want to spend few hours in a day, and if it's not conflicting and you're able to manage, please go ahead. But if it is conflicting with your work, okay, for example, let's say I'm working as a automation test engineer and I'm giving project support. This would be a conflict, because I might use certain resources with that particular client. So many companies have this as an agreement, that when you're working with this project, you should not deal with the similar clients or in this particular area. So make sure you go through the agreement, go through your offer letter, and if you are not able to find anything, still talk to your manager that this is what I'm doing. If they're okay, please go ahead. Again, this is my personal views, opinion. So if you have any other things you want to share with me, your opinion, please let me know. I would be happy to hear. That's all about this video. If you have any further question, let me know and I will try my best to record another video on this. Thank you so much.